How does the old saying go? Everyone driving slower than me is an idiot and everyone driving faster than me is an asshole? https://youtube.be/xoops2ttlzq. Phoenix is lawless. I was behind a smashed-up off-road truck, doing 80 in a 65. Then a cop passed us in the HOV lane. There were times I'd do 85 to 90 and still be one of the slowest. Phoenix is wild. Speed is relative. Your mom is a relative. I'm from Montreal. Speed limits are suggestions. And yellow lights mean go like hell. I can't believe we have 70 kilometers, h at to carry. Even cops go at 100 at that point. It's only illegal if you get caught. Everyone in my state drives 10 miles per hour over, even the cops. I was on the highway once doing 90 miles per hour in the left lane with another driver when a state patrol came up behind us. We both moved over and they just passed at 95 miles per hour instead. Yeah, and some cops will become suspicious of you if you go at or under the speed limit, but they can also pull you over for going 1 mile per hour over lol. Newsflash. Cops can pull you over at any time whatsoever. If they require a reason to stop you, there is always one, right down to an occupant of the vehicle appeared from a distance and from behind the glare of the glass to match a description. My state has slow traffic laws. You can be pulled over for driving slower than everyone else. There are signs on all the major roadways THST say, slower traffic keep right. Every once in a while you will see someone get pulled over for blocking the left lane, but usually cops will just turn their lights on and make them move over. I absolutely despise when people go slow as shit in the passing lane. And when there's a car in all three lanes all going the same speed so you can't pass them. Limits can be upper or lower. Not my fault they didn't specify. On the Long Island Expressway there's actually two signs: 55-mile-an-hour speed limit and 40-mile-an-hour speed minimum, which is extremely dumb because how do they expect us to follow the 40-mile-an-hour speed minimum when we're in bumper-to-bumper traffic? The safest way to drive is with the flow of traffic. If you get a ticket doing that, it's still the safest way to drive. But 99.9% of people get tickets for going noticeably faster or slower than the flow of traffic. Fun fact. In Japan it's accepted yo go above speed limit if everyone around you is doing the same. If you are alone, say late in night for example, you're getting a ticket. British speed limits were set at some point in the 70s and never changed. If my car can't stop quicker than a 900cc Morris Marina with drum brakes and 4-inch tires, then there's something very wrong. Edit. Got my Morrises wrong. The Marina actually had a whopping 1.3 engine. It was the Minor that had the 900cc. I dunno. Winding country roads with single tracks but 60 miles per hour limits seem a bit insane to me. The speed limit I believe in is the speed of light. The only true limit for speed. It really is, especially on the highway. Driving slow on the highway is insanely dangerous. Tell that to the idiots that drive on I-480 in Ney, Ohio. The millisecond that the road inclines even a little, they will slow by exactly 5 miles per hour because none of these ape brains pays any attention to their speedometer. No reason to change pressure on the pedal, it'll be fine. Meanwhile they've slowed from 60 plus to 50 to 55. This is my best evidence that highway drivers are controlled by a simulation. It's so reproducible and exact. No, they don't. Going 5 miles under the speed limit is more dangerous than going 5 miles over. Keeping up with traffic is the safest way to drive. Edit. It appears that this is not true, and I have misheard. https://roadSafety.transport.nsw.gov.au/campaign/speed/index.html. Edit 2. Apparently it used to be true though. I love learning. https://safety.fhwa.gov/speedum/ref_score/mats/FWA/1304/resources 3/08% 20% the percent 20 relation percent 20 between percent 20 speed percent 20 and percent 20 crashes.pdf. Assuming everyone is speeding, maybe. For me the speed limit also the speed about right. I also say turn signals everywhere, even in parking lots. I'm a monster, I know. I also always use turn signals no matter what. When learning to drive it was drilled into my head to always use them, so I did, and now I don't even think about it. I catch myself using them even when there's no one else in sight. I'm from Miami. The speed limit is what you drive when there's a cop around. Isn't that how it is all over Florida? Hell, coming down I-75. Once you cross the border into Florida, traffic speeds up from 75 to 80 to 85 to 90. It's more the speed average. You can go a bit slower, around 5 under, or a bit faster, around 5 over, and that's fine. If you're going too slow, greater than 10 under, or too fast, greater than 10 over, then there might be a problem. Edit. Got my greater than and less than signs mixed up. Maybe it's wrong of me, but if you're in front of me and are driving 5 miles per hour under the speed limit, I'm going to get angry. My point of view is, if that is the limit for 70 feet long, 80,000-pound semi-trucks that take 500 feet plus to stop, then my little two-seater with wide grippy tires that can stop in 100 feet should be able to go a little faster. Statistically, most accidents are caused by speed differences in the traffic flow and lane changes. Driving 5 under increases your odds of being in an accident, but that has less to do with that particular speed being dangerous, and more to do with the fact that everyone else cruises at 10 over and has to brake 15 miles per hour and or change lanes when they reach you. If all the traffic drove exactly at the same speed, you'd drastically reduce accidents. Target more like. I am in Switzerland and the speed limit is the limit, unless you want to pay more in fines than gas. And most employers consider the minimum wage the wage limit. This sub has turned into garbage. Lol. Yup. This is one of the most unoriginal shower thoughts I've ever seen. They not go the speed limit? Technically speaking, it's a limit because you're supposed to drive under it at night or during bad weather. You're never supposed to drive over it. It's like people don't know what a limit means. I consider it, the speed. Driving slower annoys the fuck out of me. Driving a lot slower makes me angry. Except there is a legal minimum, and on most roads it's 45 miles per hour. Direct your anger towards the criminals violating the limit, not the person being a little too cautious while directing a 2-ton hunk of metal at deadly speeds. On a driving license test I failed because I drove 40 km per hour in a 60 km per hour area. They changed the law, at least in California. So if you don't pay your speeding ticket they can't take away your license. So drive as fast as you want. That piece of paper the cop gives you can go right in the trash with no consequences. Just don't get caught going over 100 miles per hour and don't build up 10 or more points on your driving record and there are literally no consequences. Assuming you don't kill yourself or someone else. Wait time, speed and physics still apply. Insurance. Yup. And just because you are doing the speed limit doesn't mean you can just cruise in the passing, fast, left lane. Looking at you, Pennsylvania. That's where I'm from, lol. I live in Philly. Some of the worst driving I've ever seen on a daily basis. Don't even get me started on Jersey drivers. It's amazing how speeding doesn't make you get to your destination very much faster. Going 80 on a 70 miles per hour freeway will save only a couple of minutes after an entire hour of driving. Driving the speed limit is so much less stressful, safer, better gas mileage, and less risk of a ticket. However, if you go 40 in a 30 miles per hour zone, you get to your destination 25% faster, Or is it 33%? Going 80 in a 70 only gets you there 1/8 faster. And the risk for a ticket is similar. If speeding gets you through an intersection with a 2 or 3 minute light cycle, then that's some good time savings. A few of those intersections adds up. Not suggesting running lights at all. I notice when I'm going 5 miles per hour over the speed limit and I make it through a light that the other law-abiding citizens did not. I think it's worth it. Plus at this point, if I get a ticket for speeding, it will certainly have been worth it if I consider all of the cumulative speeding I've done and time I have saved as a result. Still haven't had a ticket and I've been driving almost a decade. Considering all these speed limits were designed for safety standards from the 60s, 70s and 80s, I think most of them are BS. On a normal day, if you're on the highway driving the speed limit, chances are you're causing more problems than anyone else. On rural roads maybe that's not the case, but the highway speed limits need to be changed. At least in Texas, the speed the roads are designed to and the posted speed limits aren't the same. But higher speeds diminish reaction time and we have a severe distracted driving problem. I remember when my post got removed for being unoriginal, and no amount of Googling could find anything similar. Mods on this sub suck. Yes, because most of us are not sightseeing. We have a destination to get to. Should I consider 10 miles per hour above the speed limit as the speed minimum so I get it?